Welcome back to another YouTube video, and today we're going to be talking about, well, the stock market, what's been going on this week and last week. Well, recently the stock market hasn't been great, and I know a lot of you guys in the Discord, link in the description, as that is a free group, by the way, so check that out. The community's been growing and it's been great. Everyone's been chatting about it, and well, everyone's been supporting each other as well, because I know a lot of you guys are also new to the stock market. So we're going to talk about the stock market in general and some thoughts and what you should be possibly doing. If you're brand new to the stock market and want a fractional share worth up to £100, then check out the link in the description for Trading 212, or use my code BEN on the Trading 212 app and you'll get a free share worth up to £100. So make sure to check that out. So obviously this video is not financial advice. This is just something from my experiences when I've been in the stock market since 2020, really 2021, as I kind of experienced the COVID crash, and also I experienced a time where the 2022 was pretty bad as well, to be honest with you. If you look back at the history now, I'll put a screenshot on the screen now, and you'll see that the S&P 500 crashed like 20%, 22% off the top of my head. It was pretty bad. It was really bad, and it went on and on and on and on. It was like, it lasted just like about 10 months of just constant downwards, just a downwards trend, really. And that's one thing I want to talk to you about, is a lot of people have got into the stock market and been brand new into the stock market and got into a lot of hype stocks or things like that, and you just got to be very careful if you're buying something that's really overextended, in the sense of, is it really overvalued? And obviously on my channel, as you guys have been aware, something that I hold, which is Palantir, that was very overvalued, and I kept saying that in my videos about how overvalued Palantir is, and I'm pretty sure there'll be a big drop when it happens. And obviously Palantir's having a correction at the moment, and I still think it will go to about $60. However, there's also some stocks now that are becoming very, in my opinion, a very good attractive price to be buying at. And the sort of stocks I've been buying are obviously like SoFi, I've been buying Grab, I've been buying AMD, and they're the stocks that I'm really focusing on at the moment. And even Tesla's becoming a bit of a stock that I really like as well, because of the future stuff that they've got going on with Optimus and obviously robo-taxis, etc. If you're brand new to the stock market, and these are just some recommendations that I would say, obviously not financial advice, it's just something that I personally would do if I was getting in the stock market. If I had, let's say, 5 grand or 10 grand, and I was like, I want to put this money in the stock market, I wouldn't just put that 10 grand into the stock market now, like, because you'll have problems. Like, let's say if you got in the stock market 3 weeks ago, you would have bought at the local top and you would have been down quite a lot on that money. And the best way I would have done it is just average in, like, so you pick the stocks that you believe are good and at a fair value, or even an ETF like the S&P 500. You just don't chuck this 10 grand in. You say to yourself, I'm going to be putting away £500 a month away in. So you're averaging in slowly. And you can also do tactics where people dollar cost average, in the sense of, when there's downturns like this, let's say your target is £500 a month, you then do it instead and do $750 a month, or £1,000 or £1,000 a month, because of the market is going down like quite dramatically and it's having a correction, so you almost double up. And then when the market's on its rise and going up and up and up and up, which it has done for a long time now, then you stick to your £500 a month, which you said, even if it is going up, you're still just averaging in. So that is something I would personally do, and that's something I'm doing at the moment. Like I said, I'm putting in, off the top of my head, about 1,500 a month, 1,600 a month into the stock market, regardless of what's happening. I'm doing it weekly because I just think that it's just better, because when there is downturns like this, then you're getting in a week and you're not waiting for that month of that payment that you were going to put in, because by then the stock market might have rallied up again or something. So do you know what I mean? Like, it's just the weekly buys are just I feel like a better option for me. Another thing I would say as well that people kind of forget is that how quick it's gone down and how bad it has got, it can also rally just as quick. And that's the other thing with settlements, like, and people's mindsets go from, oh my god, like, this is the worst stock ever, or I don't want to be in the stock market anymore, like, this is really painful, I can't bear this, or this stock isn't good as soon as it goes down. And then when it's really going flying high, everyone loves it. As long as the fundamentals have stayed the same, the earnings have been great, and their guidance is good, everything about the company is solid, then nothing's changed. All that's changed is the share price, and it just means it's a discount for you to be able to buy and get it at a cheaper price pretty much. The other thing is as well that people really do make the mistake of is they're almost trading the stocks. Like, you shouldn't trade a stock unless you can trade and you're a good trader, but most people fail in trading. And one thing you've got to realize is the money that you're putting in, you should really have a time horizon of at least 5 years in that stock. You shouldn't be like buying that stock and wanting to get out in a few weeks' time. Some people even want to get out in a few days' time. It's a long process. You're investing into a company. So you should have at least, really, in my opinion, a good 5 years of thinking that money is going to be in that stock for 5 years' time. Because sometimes you do get these situations where stocks are just way too cheap and they're just way too undervalued, and they shouldn't be them prices. That's just the way it is, and that's what happens. But that's the cycles that happens, and they're the times you should take the opportunity and buy it at these valuations, because in 2, 3, 4, 5 years time, it probably won't be trading at that valuation. Obviously, there's some reasons why it's trading at that valuation, because either earnings or things have gone wrong in the business. But sometimes you get some absolute great deals, like, in my opinion, AMD, Nike, and they're the type of opportunities you should be trying to get yourself in and buy in when there's undervalued companies like that. And then on the flip side, you get companies that are way too overvalued, and they shouldn't be that overvalued, and eventually they will come back to their valuation that they should be at. So you just got to be very careful with certain things in the stock market and do a lot of research into the stock. I do have a buys and sells group which you can check out, link in the description. It's £4.99 a month, and you just get to see when I'm buying a stock and when I'm selling a stock in real time. So as soon as I bought that stock, I put it in the group chat, and also when I sell a stock, I put it straight in the Discord channel. So if you want to check that out, if you're brand new, subscribe if you're new, and also hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video.